Okay, let me do a top-down analysis on USDJPY. Why am I interested in dollar index? I mean this USDJPY. I'm interested in it because fundamentals are actually supporting a rally in USDJPY. Fundamentals are supporting a rally. So according to the fundamentals, the US economy keeps raising interest rates. Why Japan has not been raising interest rates? Japanese yen has been low. Okay. If you look at the dollar index, with what we are seeing, see the dollar index will likely rally. And if you look at it, it's almost like having the same price action with the USDJPY. So the dollar index will likely rally. It tapped into this place. We are expecting more up price in the dollar index. Okay. If we look at the Japanese yen, we can only check it in the futures contract. 6J. Japanese yen future. If you look at Japanese yen future, you see it is inverted, like the inverse of what we saw in USDJPY. The inverse, meaning that if Japanese yen is the futures contract will actually tell you what's happening to the currency. If the futures contract is getting bearish, that tells you that the yen is weak. Okay, so this is like the inverse of what is happening on USDJPY. So I'm expecting more lower prices. And if you look at this is a monthly chart, see, so that shows you that the Japanese yen has been bearish and more downside to come. These two bullish moves, I believe they are retracements. Okay, more downside to come. There's one there's something that is directly correlated. I've forgotten what to call it now. Yes, this index, Japanese Nikkei 225, JP 225. This is what is directly correlated with the USDJPY. Okay, so on a long term, not short term, on a long term, if this thing is going up, USDJPY should go up on a long term. So that's the way. So let's go back to our USDJPY. Okay. Wow, I did analysis here on USDJPY and I can see my objective is achieved. That's interesting. Let me use another. I will look at that later. If you see, okay. Interestingly, price on the monthly, we can still failed to go lower. Okay, created a failed swing. Don't forget on the dollar index, it was the opposite. On the dollar index, that one makes a lower low. I seen it. So we have SMT divergence supporting this price. Okay, supporting the market to rally. Let's go back to USDJPY. Good. So we have support, like we have something to hold on to that this market is going to rally. We have SMT divergence in place. On the weekly, what do we have on the weekly? On the weekly, we see price also rallying. Ever since it tapped into that, price kept rallying. Okay, price kept rallying, As it was rallying, it left us a fair value gap here and has not visited it, so we can just mark it out in time. I don't personally believe that it's coming back to that fair value gap anytime soon, and the reason for my bias is that it will take a whole lot. It will mean like market trend has reversed. That's the way I'll see it. So we have confirmation, like we can see on the monthly, that this USDJPY is going bullish. Okay, we can see on the weekly that is going bullish. Higher time frame direction is the key to bias. What you have on the higher time frame is what you trade. Okay, monthly is bullish, weekly is bullish. If the daily also is bullish, then you went and start to sell on the 1 hour or on the 4 hour, you mess things up. Okay, let's check the daily time frame. Obvious bullishness. Okay, obvious bullishness. On the daily, it did not enter into this fair value gap, and if you check some correlating assets, maybe let's check DSY for example. DSY entered its own fair value gap. Let's check it on the weekly. On the weekly, DSY does not leave the fair value gap. So, well, I'm just using that too. That one doesn't necessarily mean USDJPY. Okay, back to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, what do you see? Obviously, first of all, on that weekly time frame, where will you expect the market to draw to? I'm expecting the market, for example, to come down. If anything, visit this high, this swing high here. That's 138.45. That's a buy. 138.145. That's a buy side liquidity pool. This is another liquidity pool. $142.31. That's another liquidity pool. So more upside, even if it's achieved 138.145. That's a huge movement. So I am for that. Let's go to the daily time frame. So on the daily, we have these objectives to be reached for. Okay, so on the daily, what can you see? The market created another block here. Created another block here, and the other block has a fair value gap. Market entered into it, rallied up, okay, then took out the high it created initially before it entered. It created this high initially. Let me put this. It created this high initially before it came down to the other block. So it took out that high. So market keeps taking high. What does that tell you? That's you the market wants to go up. So, and the high it created is another swing high also. It created another swing high here. Okay. It created another swing high there. So when it created the swing high, it make a retracement, then entered again into the other block and find rejection into this other block. Okay, just touch it a little bit, then find rejections going upward. So what am I expecting? What I'm basically expecting is the market to come down here, to come down inside this fair value gap. Okay, yeah, I'm expecting the market to come down inside the fair value gap before it rallies. Now, I have fundamentals, I have things supporting that this price should rally. So I'm expecting the low of yesterday's candle, Thursday. I'm expecting the low of Thursday to be taken out. Then from there we see a ride into this high here. That's what I'm expecting on USDJPY. So if you go to the 1 hour time frame, for example, go to the 1 hour time frame. This is the low. Yeah, that's yesterday's low. Okay. So what has the market been doing? Let's just have a little bit of a markup and let's see what the market has been doing all week. This week is kind of special because the way things are playing out this week looks funny. That's Monday, the beginning of Monday. So Monday we have a consolidation. So Tuesday, what do we have? Tuesday the market rallied up. Then Wednesday the market starts dropping. Tuesday was the candle that created the second candle that moved away from that other block. So Wednesday is the candle, the third candle close that created the fair value gap. Oh, Wednesday. So markets consolidates on Monday. For those of you that don't understand the accumulation, manipulation, and distribution, this is another um, explanation on it. So Monday most of the time consolidate. Okay. So Tuesday maybe manipulated up. Wednesday starts to come down. So Wednesday is coming down. Thursday, I expect it to rally from this gap. That's basically what I'm expecting actually. I know that this low will be taken out, so I'm currently selling this market. Okay, I'm currently selling this market. I traded it in Asia, or I'm trading it from Asia till I have reasons to believe that markets will visit this low, the low of this candle here. Market will visit this low. Okay, market will visit the low. So the low inside the fair value gap. So basically this is what I'll be expecting for the trading, basically to set up for the non-farm payroll, because things that are going to be coming out in the non-farm payroll, there is high probability that it's going to set the market in a bullish tone in the sense that USDJPY, I didn't say every other market. USDJPY, I'm expecting it to be bullish because the dollar is going to become stronger. Yeah, so pay attention to it. When you get to the fair value gap, you can wait for lower time frame entry confirmation before you execute. Yeah, it's important. The analysis I made on gold on Sunday was invalidated by the way the markets move. So DXY, I was expecting the dollar to weaken a little bit, so it doesn't weaken at all. So it remains strong. So there are times like that, and I don't lose on gold because I was patient with it to check it. So I didn't take the trade. I took some buy, the retracement. So when I saw that this thing it's coming down, so I just had to leave it and let it do its thing. For now, I'm not trading GBP USD, I'm not trading Euro USD, I'm not trading gold because it has a large range already. So basically for now, I'm only interested in pairs that has Japanese yen in them because I know Japanese yen is currently weak. Okay, so when you compare it with some other currency, maybe like the US dollar, you expect it to go up. But if you compare it with some other assets like Euro JPY, I mean, not well, for Euro JPY, we might see it go up, but for some other asset class, we might see it go down. And the reason why it will go down is not because those assets are not strong, but because US dollar is stronger than them. It's a whole lot of fundamentals to it because US dollar is strong. If US dollar is stronger than say New Zealand JPY, for example, New Zealand JPY can be selling and USD JPY can be buying. It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. So, but for now, I'll stay with USD JPY. I'll see what I can make of it. So, I wish you good luck in your trading.